Hello and welcome to what's going to be a quick build guide, quick noob starter guide for Strike Tactics. Right now, Strike Tactics is a new browser-based RTS game you can play for free. You can try out a sort of limited version of the game, or you can buy the full game. I'm just going to start a game with an AI, which I believe you need to buy the game to do. And I'm going to show you what I think is a sort of good standard build now to do if you're going to go onto the ladder and do. And just to start, right, you can take this build anywhere. There are 3 main buildings in this game: the mech factory, the tank factory, and the air factory. I'm not sure of the names. And my suggestion would be to immediately start with a silo, into immediately a mech factory, and then get an airport, air factory, air thing as soon as you can, because right now the air unit's very strong. Air control is very important. This could obviously change a ton with different versions of the game coming out, but this is just an idea to start. So the first thing is to build a silo, which is W here. Get 2 people to build that, because if you get 2 of your little dudes to build it, send out your scout. 2 dudes to build it will complete it before this first run. If you only send 1 to build it, this first run will go all the way back to your town center. Now, this is probably a mistake. I probably wanted to do it like here or something, but the reason I'm doing this, just for an explanatory purpose, is to say you don't want to send your first workers you start building. Obviously, you should start building workers immediately and consistently. You don't want to send the first workers that you build to the same place that your other workers are. You already start with a lot of workers on this early place, and they are already going to clear some of these trees out quite quickly. And the faster these trees get cleared out, the faster they're going to move to more trees further away from your original silos, which are going to mean that you're going to need to make more silos. So once you've got it split up, you can make another silo out pretty quickly. My advice would be, make sure you have 1 droid and 1 attack unit of some sort training. And once you have that, whatever money you have left, you can spend on whatever else. So if you're not sure if you can afford something, that's the easy way to check it out. So we keep just making more droids to keep up our economy. These guys are starting to move far away, so I might throw down another one of these soon. Keep units producing for both of your buildings, and as soon as we have 1 unit of droids producing, along with 1 bullfrog and or merc, either one are good. There's, you know, arguments about which one is the best. Mercs are slightly cheaper and miss less but do less damage. They are meant to be better against air, although I would suggest that the best thing to counter air is just air right now, because air is so strong. So you see I had 150 while one of each of these was training, and so I could start one of these. Now I maybe slightly mistimed that because there was a little bit of a lull in my factory there, but now I have these 2, and we're probably going to need to build another silo soon. All of our people have a silo quite close to them, but we're getting quite close to our limit, so I'd probably think about throwing down another silo here. Keep things making and everything. And yeah, from here you can go quite a few different ways. My scout is just getting killed over there. From here you can go quite a few different ways. You could go for more mechs. You could get a big army and rush quite early. You could go for the other main building, which is this tank factory, to get you some more powerful tech. And the most important thing about why I suggest to get these is this first unit, the Mantra. Mantra are considered incredibly powerful right now. And once you get these, the way I would suggest to play, the way I've been finding the most success, is to keep people on their toes. The macro cycles in this game, so that is how long it takes for these buildings to produce. Like, that was a macro cycle, and the idea is a macro cycle is every time you need to go back to your base to another round of micro. So if macro even. So if I'm out here with all my troops and I'm microing them to fight this person's base, a macro cycle is every time I need to head back and hit all of these buildings so that I can get them all. Like I said, from here, you don't need to do this and get some tanks. You could go into something totally different. But this is just how I suggest to go right now. I wouldn't have built this early. I just did this to show you. I would keep making these for a while. And then hitting people's droids, very important. Killing their economy. Don't want to get into fights too much. One thing to remember about fights is if you're running away in this game, you always have an advantage over the player who is attacking. So if you come in and attack, and then their army comes back and hits you, you want to move away from their army. And the reason that this makes it very good, having these two forces, is I can come in here, and then he comes to attack me, and I move him back. Then I come in with this. If then these guys get attacked, I can move them back, come in with this. And that's sort of the way I would suggest playing everything overall. So yeah, like I said, from this side you can go into any other sort of thing. You can mass a load of either one of these. You can try going this sort of 1-1-1. Like I said, I'd build this slightly later than I did in this video. There is also the tech lab, which you should get at some point, which gives you upgrades. And you can also, of course, it's quite a good idea if you start getting, if you can get enough resources to build another of these, 250 resources. Build a second command center, build it somewhere where you're close to. I mean, this map is actually quite bare apart from the middle, but you know, maybe on this map you would want to build it here and push forward a bit. And this, you can then have, as well as this, producing 2 droids at the same time. Obviously, lots of little simple things like this. I hope this has been helpful to anyone who is new to to RTS or to this game in particular. And yeah, this has just been a quick video. Thank you for watching. You can check out, I will try and be streaming this game semi-regularly on my Twitch channel. And have a nice day.